Seriously, Jamaicans need to be afraid. Shericka Jackson looks amazing, but Abby Steiner just found beast mode. Plus, Christian Coleman. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts. So, when you're ready, yep, good to go. Well, American sprinter Christian Coleman has started his 2023 season, with a bang. At the recently held Razorbacks Invitational held on Friday the 27th, he ran an amazing time in the men's 60-meter dash and looked like his former self, his pre-pandemic self I'm referencing. Christian Coleman threw down a 6.71 to win the men's 60-meter dash in dominant style.
And out very quick, Christian Coleman in lane 4. Coleman, a veteran at the event, goes 6:71. A very good Christian Coleman finish qualifier.
Now, just remember, at the same event, Christian Coleman ran the men's indoors 200 meters, winning in a time of 20.64.
Keep in 3, 494, Coleman in 5, Rosser. Out in lane 6, these are 4 of the fastest in the world looking Christian. The former Tennessee Volunteer down the straightaway, a national champion, a world champion, and it is all about.
Christian Coleman is looking good. Now, this young lady, Abby Steiner. Now, first up, I know that many of you keep saying Abby Steiner is no threat, she's of no consequence, she's irrelevant to track and field at this point in time. But the truth is, one of the reasons why I'm featuring her is because you're wrong. She's really relevant. She's actually frighteningly relevant. And I think we should be taking a very, very close look at Abby Steiner at the recently held Razorback Invitational in the women's 400-meter open. She ran a spiffy world-leading time, I think, indoors 400 meters of 50.59. I mean, 50.59 this early in the season, that's something you really should take serious note of. By the way, we started the race halfway through.
In lane 6, she is at the break. Steiner running at 23.24. Shamir Little at 23.53. Steiner and Little coming into the finish. Abby Steiner, former Kentucky Wildcat, and Shamir Little and Steiner with the lead. 50.59, and that is a new Razorback.
50.59 for your second 400 meter for the indoor season in January 27th or the 28th is frightening. Now remember, we saw her do this at the Rod McCarvey Memorial earlier in January, where she set that world leading time of 51.70. She's cut that by a huge margin. 50.59 is scary. Remember, people, the holy grail of the women's 400 meters is that 50-second barrier. And to do that indoor is nigh impossible. It's really, really difficult to do. And in her second race, she's running 50.59 and looking comfortable doing it. I'm not saying she wasn't running hard. We need to really focus on this young lady. Plus, remember, she's fast. Plus, remember, we saw her running the 4x400 meters at the World Championships. This is a very, very serious talent. And not because of whatever prejudices you may have, you should dismiss her. You can't dismiss her. She's a real deal. I've been saying this since last year. Look, people, we tend to look at the numbers here. We don't get emotional. We need to take her seriously. Jamaicans need to be afraid. If she's running this kind of time at this early in the season, and remember last year she ran, I think, 57 or 77 races and still made it to the finals of the World's 200 meters at World Championships. She's real talent. And That 50.59, I don't know about you, but my left eye, I did that rock thing, when the rock makes his left eye go up his right eye. That's what happened when I saw that. I was like, holy crap, this is serious. We need to take her seriously. Some of you are going to laugh at me. Some of you are saying much ado about nothing. But I guarantee you, I'm 1,000% right. I've been pretty correct so far since I've been doing this track and field stuff. Go check. We need to take her seriously. And she's a pro now, so she's not going to be running no 57 or 77 races this year, okay? She clearly has the strength, the stamina, and the speed. We need to take her seriously. Now, I'm not telling her she can take down a Shericka Jackson, but I'm saying she needs to be taken seriously. If she has this kind of 400 meter strength, then in the 200 meters, she's going to be fire. Just saying. Now, we've already featured Shericka Jackson's, the Superwoman's first race for the 2023 season. Of course, she did this at the Queen's Grace Jackson Invitational on the weekend at the National Stadium. We already showed you this video where she ran that very easy 53.11. And if you look at the race, you realize that Jackson is leading the entire race. And at no point is she pressed. At no point is she going hard. Look at this. Just look at your screen. That's Jackson passing everyone. She looks comfortable, easy, and in fact, I think might have been disappointed with herself, because I'm sure that she was told by her coach Paul to go out there and run a little harder than this. And I think it's right here, you see, when she's coming off that final 300 meter into the last 100, I guess she realized, oh, maybe I need to push myself a little harder. Her form, as they said earlier in the last video, is absolutely perfect. Look at her. No sign of fatigue in any way, shape, or just look at her form. It is literally impeccable. Now, I'm not saying she didn't run. She ran. But she looks good doing her first race, 53.11 open. But I'm going to go back. Steiner, running those really tight curves, running a 400 meter, just ran 50.59. Please, people, I don't want to be one of those prophets standing in the wind, calling out. And I'm not saying I'm no kind of prophet. I'm just saying the numbers don't lie. 50.59 is serious. That's serious stuff. And Abby did look good. And I'm not saying she's a threat to Shericka, but I'm saying she has to be one to watch. Because she already has speed, and she clearly has strength and stamina. And she's not going to be running those 77 races or 67 or whatever the hell she ran last year. She's a pro now. So the races are going to be perfectly selected. And she's throwing down the marker. We really need to take her seriously. Now, I'm going to say it again. I'm not saying she's a threat to Shericka. And I know the most Jamaicans are going to say, well, if she's not a threat to Shericka, then there's no problem. But she is, looking at her now, she maintains this form, meaning Steiner, and she's not injured. She's one of the top 5 in the 200 meters already in the Women's Open. We need to watch her. She's serious stuff. I'm going to say it again. 50.59 in those tight curves, right, indoors, is no walk in the park. Yes, Shericka looks great. And I'm going to say it, Shericka did run hard, but she had a whole lot more in the tank. But I'm just telling you, Jamaicans need to be afraid. We need to think about this Abby Steiner girl. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I would absolutely love to know your thoughts. I know some of you are going to say, oh, much on you about nothing, but I'm going to say it again. She's serious stuff. 50.59. This early in the season, second 400 meters. That's terrifying. Now, don't forget to hit the right subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings, and queens. That's up.